You need to start a new hobby. And by the end of this video, I hope I'll be able to convince you to start something new of your own. Since childhood, I have been someone with a lot of hobbies. I've acted in plays, I've done swimming, I've done skating for a couple of years. I did a lot of reading when I was in high school, and then I got into music, and that whole thing took another turn. Gotta feel my soul, alright. But I really cannot imagine my life without my hobbies or my passion. These are very important. Now, before I deep dive into this whole context of why you need a hobby and how do you start one, I really want you to focus on the why. Why do you need a hobby? Do you want to get away from doom scrolling? You want to utilize your evenings in a much better way? Do you want to develop a new and a better personality? You have to understand your own why. And you also have to ask this question whether this hobby is going to add to your life or it's going to subtract from your life. And at the end of the day, it should also complement your persona. Now, while this question is for you, I can talk about the benefits of having a hobby. Now, if you stick to it, and this is coming from my own experience, if you really stick to it, if you commit to it, you are going to develop a lot of patience, a lot of dedications for these things. And this discipline, it comes from the countless hours you're going to spend with this new thing, this new obsession, and it's going to feel amazing. And hobbies are very important, necessarily when the things are not right in your life and you have this one anchor that you are able to commit to again and again. That discipline, that kind of dedication, it actually drives you to achieve other things. Now, also with certain hobbies, you can develop a social network. So I'm an introvert. I still am an introvert, but now with the experience and the hobbies that I've had, I am social when needed. And finally, not the last point, but a very important point, there's always this sense of accomplishment. Whether you finish a book, you finish a painting, whether you're able to play along with your favorite song, it just feels amazing. Now, the question is, how do you find this hobby? How do you find this something new that you possibly want to undertake? The key is it has to come from you. The key is it has to come from your heart. It has to come from your own will. I mean, if your friends are collecting Pokemon cards, if they are collecting sneakers, nothing wrong with that, but that necessarily will not satisfy your creative itch. You have to find your own why. You have to find your own influences, right? So how do we start? We start by reflecting on our own interests and we find what suits us. It is also acceptable to fail and quit sometimes. So I feel hobbies are like businesses. You start something, it does not work out, you move to another one. That's how hobbies are. And at the end of the day, they are there to make you feel good. It should not feel like a chore. Finding an inspiration and making it easy for you to start also helps out. So finding a hobby where you possibly don't need much investment. So painting, collecting coins, collecting stamps, collecting rocks. You have to find your inspiration by researching. And also you should be able to visualize your goal with this hobby, right? And set your goals to minimum. So in terms of you really don't want to start with learning Sweet Child O' Mine, right? You want to start with, let's say, blowing in the wind. You want to start with, let's say, knocking on heaven's door. Just an example. But I'm saying set realistic small goals where you can actually visualize yourself playing a song, visualize yourself achieving that little milestone so that you can achieve, you can move to the next one. And I really want to touch base on this part. Like, as per my experience, I have let go of a lot of hobbies, and the toughest part of any hobby is sticking to it. Now, how do you stick to something which is this new, which is this thing that you might just leave in the future? I usually have my own process. You have to start with baby steps. We already talked about this. You cannot commit to a huge goal and not achieve it. You should rather commit a small goal, achieve it, move to the next one, and gradually get where you want to be. You also have to keep yourself accountable. So joining online groups, joining Reddit, Facebook, talking to people who are experienced in this hobby, that is also very important. And also booking your time. I have these non-negotiable time slots in my schedule where I'm practicing, where I'm dedicating this time to create something new, just like this video. And this is not necessary when you're starting, but with time you also need a dedicated space for your hobbies. Like I have this setup of my own. I have my work set up separately, but possibly I'll deep dive into how my things are set up. Separate setup for your hobbies, for your research. It actually inspires you to do more, to create more, to spend more time with this hobby. I can assure you, having a hobby will change you as a person for good. Now, pick up your journals, your notebooks, pick up your pen and paper and start writing your whys. Start writing what you really want to start with. Look into yourself, see what makes you happy, and don't wait for anyone. Just start something. And I'm actually here to help and share whatever I can and make us all live a very intentional life. We are more than 9 to 5, and we are more than what we think. Comment down below with any feedback, any questions. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel for more such content. Like this video, share with your friends, and just start a new hobby. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.